Hey, how's it going, everybody? Let me just adjust my camera here. As you can see, the chatbot is not working, but we're gonna work on that. That's the thing we're gonna work on today. That's why you see this 403 up here, because I actually stopped the chatbot. I've been working on this GitHub action thing. So yeah, I'm on a rascal right now. That's what it is. I thought, since I can't really get out and about, I would make it look like I am on video. But if you notice, this video is actually reversed. So you can see cars like that one over there going backwards. So maybe I'll switch to a different video. But for the most part, it's just walking down a sidewalk. Well, how's everybody? Turn off the chat bot here so you can see me a little better. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to try to get some GitHub Actions working today for sure. I think I'm most of the way there. And I think the error that I'm getting right now may be because of my app settings. So we're going to try to figure that out. As always, let's go through and go through the normal intro stuff. So switch back over to the main screen here. All right. This is episode 67. Oh, I see there's at least 3 of you hanging out so far. Cool, thanks, welcome. Glad you're all here. We're going to look at GitHub Actions, trying to deploy to Azure. I know last time I was working on an actual chatbot feature, the trouting feature. Hey, Christosmag, thanks for joining. I think that chat box is a little low. I'm going to move it up a little bit. There we go. So my big head's not in the way of seeing your chat messages. Thanks for stopping in. Christosmag? Christos? I don't know. Thanks for stopping in. So anyway, we're going to try to get this deployment working. Calvin Allen's already helped me a little bit, I think. He sent me a setting that I had to turn on, which to me seems like if I have to know that obscure setting, that I must be doing something wrong. But anyway, we're going to work on that today. Feel free to ask questions. This is a question-friendly stream. So any question that you want to think about, there's no such thing as a stupid question. We are a beginner-friendly, advanced-friendly. We're just friendly. You ran into it before with functions being deployed via zip. It was a shot in the dark. Well, you know what? I don't know if it worked for sure, but it certainly got me to a different error message. So that, to me, is a sign of progress. I'm a member of Team Live Coders. Let's see if I can't get a browser open over here. Just to give you a link here, twitch.tv/team/live coders. This is the team of live coders that I'm on here on Twitch. And so you can see here's all the people that are currently streaming and then the rest of the people who are not currently streaming. So if you want to follow some streaming coders, go check out these channels here. And there's me. Just started, so I'm at the bottom there. And we'll come back to the screen later when I want to do a raid. And you can also check out the awesome developers streaming list. GitHub/BNB/awesome developer streams. Hasn't been updated in a while, but you can just go here and do a Control F and find people who are streaming about whatever topic. Just do a Control F and you can find. So there, oh look, there's Calvin Allen right there. So you can see Calvin Allen, and I'll just give him a shout out. Oh, I can't because my bot's not working. I'll give you a shout out anyway, Calvin. Twitch.tv/Calvin A. Allen. There it is. But you can see he's listed here as well. And we click on him, and we can see, for instance, all the different links. So Calvin, in this case, is streaming on Twitch. Other people streaming on different places. You can also see Calvin's other website info there. But this is a great list of people. Calvin happens to be on the Live Coders team, but there are people here who are not on the Live Coders team. Oh, cool, Christos, good, cool. Thanks for following Calvin. He's my main man here in this channel. This is think of this kind of like a Calvin and Allen spin-off channel, I guess. Yeah, so you can go to this site here. I'll paste in the chat room if you want to go check that out. It's a big list. And you can, if you're streaming, if you're doing live coding, you can also add yourself to that list or submit yourself to be added to that list. bit.ly/growstube. I think I forgot to export my most recent videos, but anything I stream here on Twitch, I will also export over to YouTube so you can watch older episodes even long after they expire. They'll still be there on YouTube for you to check out, leave comments, ask questions, the whole thing there on YouTube. Upcoming events. So Monday, I will be presenting to the Indie Google Developer Group. It is based in Indianapolis, but you can still go. It's a virtual session right now. Everyone's at home, so you can pretend like you're in Indianapolis. That'll be 6 p.m. Eastern U.S. time on Monday, April 6th. I'll be presenting on JSON data modeling with document databases. The Live Coders Conference is coming up, so I'm part of that team. You should go check out the Live Coders Conference. That'll be April 9th, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. livecoders.dev. And check out, see how that works. This will be the first one that I'm not speaking in, but it'll be the first one that I will be checking out as well, just to see, what it's like. And maybe I'll speak at the next one or whatnot. But we should definitely all go to the Live Coders Conference April 9th. In fact, I think I have a stream scheduled that day. I will probably not be streaming April 9th. Oh, you know what? That chatbot is still, there we go. It's still overlaid there. So I will not be streaming on April 9th. That's a week from today. So it'll be Live Coders Conference instead. And then I will be presenting at the Oslo, Norway GDG Cloud Group. It is next week, TBD Gamer, and thank you for stopping in. Good to see you again. It's going okay. And before I forget, TBD Gamer, I need to do this. If you want me to, I would be happy to make you a moderator. I can't remember how to do this because I thought there was a way to do it from Streamlabs, but it doesn't look like it. I can do everything except make you a moderator. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Streaming of myself streaming. So let me see if I can do it here. Looks like the same thing. So how do I have to add you as a friend first? I thought it was already a friend, but I don't know how to make you a mod. If you can tell me how to do that. I've done it before with others, with Calvin and Coral. Just do /mod. All right, that'll work. That will work. TBD Gamer. Okay, there you go. You're a moderator now. That's probably how I did it before. Yep, that worked. Thank you, Christos. So you're a moderator, TBD. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out here, and use your powers. Use your powers for good. Usually we don't have problems in this channel, except as you witnessed already on some of the gaming streams that I do. Sometimes you get unwelcome visitors. All right, so what's next? Yes, NDC Oslo. No details of this one yet, but that will be June. That's also becoming a virtual conference. So look at that, 2 Oslo events for whatever reason. Total coincidence there. Yeah, there's a fancy new mod view. I looked at it briefly. So there you go. You get access to that. Today, chatbot and or GitHub Actions. I've done a little bit of this earlier today on Twitter. So Calvin and shoot, what's his darn name? I want to plug him here. Is a JetBrains guy. I already closed down everything. Khalid, yes. I was thinking. I know it started with a K. Khalid. Yes, he's working with me and Calvin to try to figure this problem out. We're going to try to get it solved today, here live on the stream. So the whole idea with this process, and I'll bring up the bot here, is that the Twitch bot that normally is running, right now is not running in the channel, but normally is running, is on GitHub. So you can go to github/mgrove/matttwitchbot. And I'll just paste that into the channel. Calvin is blocking some curse words. I don't think you need to do that necessarily, Calvin. I mean, you're welcome to, but maybe I'm too trusting. But I do see that in the I do put that in the rules, like please no cursing. So I mean, yeah, if you want to add a few of the worst terms. And the slur terms as well, just to give people a little gentle reminder if they try to type those things in. That's fine, but blocking curse words is kind of futile. People will find creative ways around it. Anyway, so this is a GitHub repo. Oh yeah, it came through. Maybe it's just me who saw it. I don't know. But yeah, it came through. No big deal. You know, hey, do what you want, man. So anyway, this is a GitHub. This is a GitHub repository for the Twitch bot that I'm working on, that I've been writing, and it's an ASP.NET project, C# project. And what I have to do right now is basically publish it manually to Azure, which is not a big deal, but there's a few things in the manual process that I don't want to have to deal with. And so I thought I would try to use GitHub Actions to automate these things. So whenever I publish or merge something into the release branch on GitHub, it will then go and publish that out to Azure. So I'm partway there. So this is most of this is pretty stock from like the examples that I've looked at. This artifact stuff, I don't think this is up to date. I gotta refresh this. Yeah, I took the artifact stuff out, but this will set up .NET Core, install dependencies, build and publish. It'll run tests as well, which we have failing tests right now, but I haven't committed that stuff yet. And then this step here is to deploy it out to Azure. And so if I bring up the Azure portal and I go to the Twitch bot, what I want to show you is that if you look at the files here, you'll see that after I ran this the last time, that it actually successfully deployed. And so you can see here, this is the actual app settings development file that is in my GitHub repo, which contains placeholders for the actual, actual keys and things that are supposed to be in there. Okay, so what happens now is if I go back here and I turn this site back on, if I go to the TwitchBot website here, I'm going to get this error message. And I'm going to ask your opinion on this, Calvin, because I get this 500 ANCM in process start failure. What I suspect, what I can't necessarily prove yet, but what I suspect is that it's failing on startup because I don't have any of these correct credentials defined here. So there's some sort of exception happening in startup because of that, and that's causing this 500 error. I'm not sure about that. And the other problem is if I want to go in here and actually change this, so instead of XXX, I made XXX, now I'm getting this error that's failed to save this file. So that may be related to it being trying to modify a file that's actually in a zip. I'm not 100% sure on that. Isn't that exception handled with some kind of a helpful error through logs? It may be, and we can look at that. We can look at the logs somewhere down here. Maybe that'll give us some more information. Not log analytics, I want log stream. Okay, so I refresh this page and maybe I'll get something over here. Okay, this looks like just the error that's already showing me. Can we look at the configuration settings of the web app when you get a chance? Do you want to look at the actual startup? In Visual Studio over here? Because yes, I can do that. No, the app service settings. Oh, you mean in the you mean over here in configuration on Azure. Yeah, so this was the zip deploy thing that you told me to add right here. Website run from package, right? Which is a one, a true basically. Is that what you're talking about? The zip deploy key? What do you mean by the zip deploy key? I mean, there is a, over in GitHub, there's a secret from a published profile. Yeah, so this is the thing that Calvin had me run. I added this to the command line, but it looks like you can also add it here. You can just go into app settings and add a setting called website run from package. And the reason we're doing that is because apparently, and it's not really clear from this file here, but this is deploying a zip package. Oh, it says package here, so this might be implying that it's zipping up. You know, I do a publish to the my app folder, and then I package up the my app folder, and I can actually show you what's in that, because earlier this was suggested on Tuesday's stream, I think. I added an upload artifact step to this workflow here, and then I can actually download the zip file being sent to, well, I don't know if it's a zip file, but whatever artifact is being output by this, the My App, I can download that as a zip file from GitHub. So this is the actual contents of that file. Yeah, you only have website run from package. You don't have any of the other things in here, is what you're saying. I don't know where all these other settings came from. I really don't. I assume they're out of the box or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. Specifically for packaging. Okay. Got it. All right. So anyway, this is the actual, this is a few builds back, but this is the actual artifact that is produced, and I assume sent over to Azure. As you can see, there's only development and app settings.json. And when I deployed it manually, I would also have app settings.release or app settings.production or whatever, and you can see those aren't here. So we have to go in. This is not going to save, so we have to go ahead and discard this. All right. So I think this, as far as I know, this is what's being sent over, and this I assume is, this kind of stood out to me. It says shortcut here, but I think this is the Linux executable of the .NET program, because I am building it on Ubuntu latest. So it's not an exe, it's a Linux executable. I assume that's what that is. I'm not 100% sure. I don't necessarily know if we even use that. It might just be using the DLL file itself. I don't know. But that's what's going on there. And so you can see that's what's over here. This is the web file I'm talking about. This is some sort of binary. There's a DLL and all these sorts of things. But what I suspect is, well, and I can't really prove this because I can't see any logs here. The app service is Linux, right? Oh, that's a good question. Where do we configure that at? I mean, that could be the problem, I suppose. Since this might be an IIS error, right, which is not Linux. Where do I set if it's Linux or not? Let's see. I had this working with manual deploys. Yes, that's true. That's true. But I guess I was building it on Windows, right? So that could be the issue. Let's see. Where do you decide whether it's Linux or Windows? I wonder. Or you have to do that just at the beginning. Because that absolutely could be it, Calvin. That would make sense as a issue as well. Maybe a during creation kind of thing. You can use App Service Advanced Tools Go. We'll take it. So Kado, and then to get right. Okay, yes, I could do that. Yeah, I could go to Kado. But what I suspect here, Christos, is that this web service is running in Windows, but I'm actually building it for Linux. So here we are in Kado, and it's www root, right? Yep, so here it is, and there's a www root inside of here. That's kind of weird. But we can say .NET, what was it, .NET run. Is there also a home directory setting for the site? Maybe www root isn't the directory it's trying to run in. I don't know. Okay, so is that the right name? Matt's twitchbot .web.dll. Is that what I did? Is that what I did? Couldn't find a project to run. Is it run or is it start? I can never remember. Okay. No, it must be run, but it's not. Doesn't seem to want to do that for me. Just do .NET. Oh, just .NET. Matt's twitchbot like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's error messages, right? And that's what I would expect is. Yeah, this is the kind of error message I would expect because I don't have the right things in the app settings file. Yes, that makes sense. So I would expect that to be the case no matter what. But this is what I've never seen this before, this error message before. So before I dig in, I mean, I guess we could do that next. Is I want to make part of this job to go in there and modify the app settings files with some secrets before deployment. I want to do that as well. So I have to do that eventually. I'm just not sure if that's going to fix this error or not. So I did some Googling for this error message earlier today. And, you know, what Calvin's getting at, well, this one talks about having to set to in process versus out of process. Which I couldn't find that setting in Visual Studio, so that might be a 2.x thing. But now we've got this. Yeah, there's no ASP.NET Core hosting model there. So you have to go to... That's debugging stuff, though. So I just don't know if that's the problem or not. It's just... This should not be this difficult. It must be something I'm doing wrong here. So I guess what I'm inclined to do is I have to learn to do this anyway, is go ahead and modify app settings. Figure out how to modify app settings.json from this GitHub action. Populate it with a secret, and then make sure that part works, and then we can keep going along those lines to try to just to see if that fixes everything. So what I got to do is I've got to take this off screen, I think, and go to secrets, and I need to add some secrets. So I can't show you these on the screen, but they are really juicy secrets, I'm telling you. Couchbase credentials username will be one of them. And a Couchbase credentials password will be another. I can actually show you this secret screen when I'm done because it doesn't actually show the values. Okay, and the other thing is the Twitch credentials. Oh, I guess the server name as well, or the IP address. Although that's, I mean, consider revisiting that down the line as well. Because that IP address could change in the future, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so I've got a Twitch username, which is just Matthew D. Groves. That's not much of a secret, but we'll treat it like that. Twitch OAuth key. This is to connect through OAuth through Twitch, just a little secret token. And I've got API client ID, so that's Twitch API client ID. These all caps. Okay, and paste that in there. And then I've got API client secret. This is stuff for the actual Twitch API, which is separate from the Twitch OAuth stuff. Okay, and we got that, and there we go. And I think that's all the secrets. Oh, bearer token, yeah. That's the authentication stuff that I had done earlier. Okay. All right, so you can see here in GitHub, these are all my secrets. Like, I'm not showing you the values of them, but that's where I keep all the secrets. So except for publish profile, all of these things have to go into the app settings config file. Okay, so I'm going to keep that open. I'm going to go over here, and we're going to switch over to the release branch. Back to my .NET Core. Now, edit this. The question is, where do I actually stick those? So if you look here at, again, we'll go to release. In web, I've got app settings.json. That seems like a good place to put it. Well, actually, is it app settings release or is it app settings production? I never remember which one it is. I actually have both right now. App settings.configuration.json. Right. So I have development. What's my configuration over in Azure? And where do I see that setting at? Do you know where that one is kept, Calvin? I think there's some default settings, right? Wait, that's probably ASP.NET Core environment. Okay. That's not in. Is that in here? That's not application settings, though, is it? Properties. Is it properties? No. Hopefully none of this is sensitive. Where is that stuff at? Should be app settings. Okay. So, I mean, there's nothing here in app settings along those lines. So does it have a default? I mean, I could just put one in here, I guess. Production. Right? I mean, I guess I could do that. So then what I'm getting at is over in here. I've got this development one. I'm going to make a copy of it here. I think I can do this right here in GitHub. Create new file. App settings.production JSON. Spelled it wrong. App settings. Is that right? App settings dot development, and I want it to be app settings dot production. Why not just token replace on the base one? The base one doesn't have those tokens in there. Would be the reason I couldn't just replace them, as far as I know. Right, but neither does production unless you add them. That's what I'm doing right now. Adding production. I'm just putting in placeholders here. Locally, your dev environment takes over. Yeah. Or you're saying put these in the put these in app settings.json instead? If you don't have production use, okay. That might be a safer thing to do, right? Because then it'll be for sure in there. And I think I'm actually missing one because I don't have bearer token in here. Never actually updated. I mean, it may not make a real difference, but saves a file. Yeah. Well, you know, we gotta save those files. Gotta save those files. So bearer token. BBB. B for bear. Okay, and yeah, we committed right to branch. That's fine. I don't care. Oh, it's got JSON error. Gosh. This isn't a release branch. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Fine. So now I go to actions. Oh, I'm back here at the actions. Okay. Now, there is something like Azure App Settings, Azure App Service Settings that can go through and do this. The question is, where do I put it in this workflow? Is it right after checkout? Oh, something's wrong here. Have to before the publish at least. Yeah, I would assume so. Okay. Maybe like right here. Add secrets. Update app settings with secrets. This kind of reminds me of my Octopus days, actually. This kind of stuff. Which has been a long time. Octopus deploy. So name of the Azure Web App. Do I need? This is configuring the Azure app settings. See, I don't think that's quite what I want. I thought there was a way to actually modify JSON file for some reason. Am I thinking about the wrong one? Because this seems like it's going to actually connect to an Azure app service and replace it. A token replacement is what I think I'm looking for. But I thought that's what I was looking at. There was some sort of... There's replace tokens. That's not a Microsoft one, but we can see what it is. Let's see. Simple GitHub action to replace tokens and files. File name or array of global file name. Okay. Prefix to use when matching tokens. Suffix. Oh, okay, so you just put little tokens inside the file and it replaces them. Oh, okay. Well, I like that. Let's go with that. So I'll go back to here. And, I'm going to go to release branch. Or I suppose you could use app settings, just keep everything there in environment variables instead of in the file. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. I guess my question, though, is... This might not be a big deal. But if I'm replacing app settings, there's some period of time where like the incorrect settings are there. Hey, thank you for a follow, Sakshamdaya. Sakshamdia. Or Sakshamdaya. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Saksham. Let's go with Saksham. But thank you for the follow. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Hanging out with us. Yeah, so, okay. I mean, if that's the case, let me ask you this, Calvin. If I replace, like if I go into here, if it's just app settings, can I just put it in here? And it's going to overwrite my app settings file? Yeah, same name. So, okay, so just for example, let's bring up, let's do this carefully now. Okay, this is my app settings JSON file, right? So if I want to replace Couchbase username with something, bridge with a colon for nesting, right? So if I put Couchbase username, that's going to be whatever username, which I can't show you right now. So something like that. And that's going to overwrite it. Okay. So I can say Couchbase. And what about, maybe you don't know this, but what about arrays? If you have no app settings files, it should fall back to environment variables. And Twitch username. Twitch ones will be easy enough. There's no arrays there. Are you sure it's colon? Twitch OAuth key. And Twitch API client ID. Pretty sure that's what you used in the past, okay? And one more. Oh, actually two more. Twitch API client secret. Okay, and then I've got bearer token, of course. Which is just a root level one. Okay, let's have a look at this link. Configuration is used, okay, yeah. Default configuration, What am I looking for here specifically? Isn't Key Vault where credentials and stuff should go? Or do you have to configure that differently at application level? We could use Key Vault as well, but then we have to change the code to pull from the Key Vault, I think. Another link from Calvin here. Looks like the same one. We're looking at the same length. Okay. All right. Yeah, sorry, that one goes lower. Let's see. Simple configuration. Didn't seem to go to either one. Okay, environment variables. There we go. So this is __ here. Supported by all platforms. Okay. Double underscore. Colon doesn't work on the command like that. So I should use double underscore instead. Because it's supported by both. I'll use the one that's supported by both. Probably use either. Yeah. So let's go back to this one. Double underscore. Okay, and then I guess the array would be the other one. I'm not sure how it works, right? So Couchbase can have an array of nodes. Now, in my case, I'm only using one right now. But as you scale out Couchbase, you want to give it as many of the servers of the cluster as you can. So that's why I have, just show you here. That's why I have servers as an array. I only have the one URL locally, and in production right now, it's only the one as well. Now, if this site were to need more scale, more features of Couchbase, I'd want to add more nodes to it. So that's why I want to leave the possibility there of adding those more nodes. So that needs to be an array. So I think I remember doing this it was very similar for Docker. It was like, it talks about configuration binding. Okay, array binding. But I thought it was something like, you know what, I think I might have this somewhere. It might be the same exact syntax that I used in a Docker file, Docker compose, right? Yeah, like this. I think that's what I'll try. Where was that? Right here. And that's going to be some URL. No, not URL, but well, yeah, it is a URL, right? It's something 8091. Okay. So then I have to hit the save button. And so, Calvin, it is your contention that these will be passed in as if they were environment variables, kind of like I did with Docker already. So, if that is the case, now I got to take these off screen and actually put the real secrets into them. And then, Calvin, you're promising me this is going to work. I got the Calvin guarantee, right? Okay. I want to do, how do I do an edit? Oh, here we go. Okay. Couchbase servers. Okay, that's good. Yeah, sure, why not? Because there's no consequences. So you'll guarantee whatever. I'll take away your mod if this doesn't work, Calvin. Yeah, I like the commitment. Okay, I already got the Twitch username, which isn't much of a secret. I mean, you can all see my Twitch username, but it's still nice to sort of have it as a configuration. If I ever wanted to add, for instance, a separate user to run this bot. There'll be some other things I have to change too, but it's nice to have that in place. API client ID, okay. API client secrets. Save. Okay, there we go. All the web settings are updated. So at this point, if I restart the site, will that be enough? I guess we'll find out. 401. That is promising. That is promising because now I have to go and give it the bearer token, which I didn't put. I didn't put the bearer token in there. I forgot one. I think you got it, Calvin. Bearer token. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need you to see you anymore. The bearer token, I forgot to copy over. It's right here. Okay, so you can see here I've got all these settings. Be right back. I'm going to make a work call. All right, Calvin. We'll see you in a second. But I think you got it solved, Calvin. I think we got it. It's exciting. because I can get all the little secrets from GitHub now too, and keep my secrets over here. The only secret I need on GitHub then is the publish profile. Okay, so we'll go to overview and we will restart the site because why not? I need to do this off screen because the bearer token starts out in the URL. So I think the cookie gets invalidated. No, maybe not. It doesn't get invalidated. There we go. Bot's working. So if I type bang current project, and hey, look at that. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, got it working. Sweet. Turn the chat bot back on then here on the channel. I'm going to just look at the properties here and refresh it. Should pop up over there, over here. There it is. Okay. It is a win. Yes. Oh, awesome. Love that. Love it when I get stuff like this working. That's definitely a bada bing and bada boom. That is a situation where you say bada bing, bada boom right there. So subscribe now. Get access to Calvin's beautiful head emote. And you too can bada bing, bada boom. Or if you save up enough buckazoids, you can, I think, cash them in for, what do you call it, an emote, a random emote, which is only one in this channel right now. So that's the emote. Okay, cool. Let's go back over to GitHub. I don't need these anymore. Let me just remove those, make sure they don't show anything. Okay. Remove everything but publish profile. Hey, thank you for the follow, McGilligan18. Remove all the secrets from GitHub. The only secret I need left on GitHub is the publish profile. That's how GitHub connects to the Azure web service. There's passwords and stuff in that publish profile, so that is definitely sensitive information. But there we go. Cool. Cool. All right. So, what I should check next, one things I wanted to do to make sure that this actually is getting published, how I expect it to, is, there it is right there. That little change that I made, that little JavaScript change that says hello 3/32/2020, I put a little console.log in there. So it is there. Trout is not deployed yet. I didn't commit it. And I also didn't commit it to, if I did, I haven't pushed it to release yet. That's the whole point of this action, is I can keep making commits and commits and commits. It's not finished yet, no. I worked on that Tuesday. Didn't get it quite done. But we can work on that next. The thing is, when I push it up to GitHub, it'll be there in the master branch. But until I merge it over into the release branch, it won't get published out to Visual Studio. So that's what we're going to try to go and work through next. Let me just make sure my workflow is all cleaned up to do everything that I care for it to do. Nothing else I have to remove from there, anything extra. Okay, so you see this only happens when there's a push to the release branch or a pull request into the release branch. Either those two things happen, it'll kick off this job, including running the tests and all that kind of stuff. And we haven't actually even pushed the Trout to it yet, but we're going to get to the Trout now. So we can get back into the code. Fantastic. This definitely seems like something I should write a blog post about. Just to, I don't know, share my findings and summarize this video and last video a little bit. Hey, a little bit. Okay, so we're going to close this stuff down, all these tabs. So I want to say thank you to everyone who helped me with this. Everybody, so whoever said, I was thinking Mohammed maybe on Tuesday, gave me the upload artifact. So I don't need that anymore. I'm going to close that down, but that was very helpful, turns out. So thank you for introducing me to that. This upload artifact GitHub action. A couple other items still in my tab of things to learn is this ML.NET model builder, which seemed interesting for coming up with a model of images. Not really related to this chatbot right now, maybe in the future, who knows? But something I want, still on my to-do list. And then the Twitch IRC stuff. I think TBD Gamer referred me to this, or maybe it was Surly Dev or something, about getting Twitch membership. This was related to the Trout command. And I read this a little bit, and I didn't actually try to write any code around it yet. So I'm going to leave that open. See, maybe I just need to do an IRC connection from .NET and run these commands, which seems like a lot of extra work, but you know, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Okay, I'll close this down over here. So over here, back in Twitch bot. So we've got the Trout request handler here. And I was actually experimenting with this a little bit between this stream and the last stream, is that I couldn't really figure out a way to send an action specifically. It's not actually that much work. I wrote my own bot lib. Oh, okay. You did. Well, if to get the IRC stuff, because if you have that on GitHub, I'd like to take a look at that and perhaps use it in my own project, TBD Gamer. Unless you didn't write it in .NET, then even still it might be useful for me to look at the source code and see how you did it. So hey, drop a link in there if you have that available. But what I was trying to do actually, and where is this? Filters, no. Core, request handler tests, Trout, yeah. So I was trying to experiment a little bit with this is just a throwaway. I was trying, oh shoot. Well, I showed my token on the screen. So, seems like I need to go and change that. ASAP. Hopefully nobody in the channel who is looking to hacksaw me saw that. But this is going to be recorded, so I want to take care of it right away. Let's see. Is it dev.twitch.tv? Where do you get those tokens at? I can't remember. Just have to invalidate that bot, and oh wait, that's the OAuth key. No, I didn't show that. I didn't show that one off. Where's the OAuth token? Where does that live? Oh, it's kind of annoying. Let's see, connections. Getting tokens. No, it's just a little token. There's like a little screen that shows them. I can't remember where it is. Is it just me, or is stuff really hard to find in like in Twitch navigation? Like there's like 5-6 different places that you configured various things. It's not the stream key. No. Twitch OAuth token generator. What is that? Twitch account settings. Getting tokens, authentication. Getting a token. id.twitch.tv. Maybe? I delete the client ID every time, then go to twitchtokengenerator.com. Okay, so where do I delete the token from? I guess. You've done this 1 or 2 times on the stream. Well, I feel better about it. Okay, so I've got an access token and a refresh token. I know this is super interesting to see my Pluralsight wallpaper while I'm doing all this stuff. Hey, thank you for the follow, XVision355. Appreciate it. I'm working through a problem right now because I exposed my Twitch OAuth token on the stream, and got to fix that before I proceed. So I guess that's the access token. I hope so. And then how do I remove? Oh, there's a remove option right there. You can revoke access token. Doesn't seem to want to work though. I'm getting an error. Revoke access token. Invalid OAuth access token provided. Yeah, it doesn't like my old one for some reason. I could have sworn there was like a place on Twitch you could go. Not twitchtokengenerator.com. That looks useful, but I could have sworn there was a place somewhere in Twitch that showed you your tokens and allowed you to generate new ones. Well, let's see if that new token works at least. I haven't seen that. I know the client ID and the secret can be deleted from within the dev panel. But for the token, I've always used external sources. So where is the dev panel at? Is it dev.twitch.tv? My dashboard. I mean, there's a chat bot in here. But that's, oh wait. Let me have a look. I thought that was the API. Yeah, that's the API, that's fine. I didn't expose that. But I'm looking for, The OAuth token. It's not all the same thing, TBD Gamer. It's two different things here. The OAuth token is what I use to connect the bot to listen to events, and then the API client's ID and client secret are what's used for me to actually access the Twitch API. I use two different things. So I'm going to show you an example here. Yeah. If you look here at my chatbot hosted service, when I can, oh wait, that's not it. When I connect right here, when I connect to Twitch, the Twitch client uses these credentials. The credentials is the username, which is Matthew D. Groves, and the auth key, which is the thing that I exposed. Separately, I have this API here, which I have a wrapper for, but that uses the API client ID and the API client secret. These I did not expose. It's only this that I'm worried about right now, this OAuth key. So let me just try running this here bot and see if that new key I generated with the site you recommended is going to work. And I've got errors, of course I do. Okay, and this is no, crying out loud. Got me all flustered now. Really wish I hadn't done that. Man, that's annoying. Okay. So that's fine, except that I don't think I have, I don't even think I have my, oh, Docker isn't even started right now. Gosh. I just did a Docker update, and for whatever reason, when I update Docker, it doesn't start it up again for me automatically. I don't know why it does that. So, oh boy. I got trubs. I was going so well. Going so well on the stream. And then I had to just go and blow it. That's okay. Yeah, it did, Calvin. It did. It worked. And I love it. And it worked. And then I messed up. And what I did was I was going to work on the trout. And I exposed my OAuth key to the world here on the stream. So I'm trying to update it and remove the old one. You did that before too, yeah. And now I'm in yak shaving world because I updated Docker earlier today, Docker for desktop. And oh wait, there it is. Yeah. Okay, it's running. Oh gosh. And I just want to make sure that this new token's working. Okay, so I'm just going to try to say current project. I should say it twice. Okay, good. New token's working. Good. Fine. I think that's fine. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think that's fine. But I just need to figure out how to remove the old token. Because that's a pretty big matzo ball hanging out there. Oh, I think I just lost the new token, or the old token. Crud. Wait, here it is. This is the old token. That's the old token. So I'm going to put that down somewhere. Old token. Okay, so if you know how to get rid of the old token, Calvin, I would love to know. Because it doesn't seem to be working when I go through this Twitch token generator.com site. It says invalid OAuth access token provided. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Oh. Are you muted? I don't know. I don't know what happened there, TBD Gamer. So if I go to twitchtokengenerator.com and just take me to the site, okay. And then I go down to the bottom here. All right, and I can paste in my old token. I don't know what you're talking about, TBD Gamer. Did some sort of chat message not go through? If I paste the token in there, I get the error message. Token failed to be revoked. Invalid OAuth access token provided. Oh, there's a forgot tool. It's interesting. Okay, so if I put that old token into the forgot your token details, there it is. I see it. So, what is going on here? How is it that I can see it, but I can't remove it? That's a weird one. But it looks like I have different... Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm going to have to figure this out off the stream. Because it's really boring for everyone to look at. Just a blank screen, nothing happening, because it's all off the screen, because it's all sensitive information. So I'm going to call it a day on the stream. I'm going to call it quit while you're ahead. Let's go raid somebody. Hopefully someone's having better success than I am. But Calvin, that worked great today. I appreciate that. That was perfect. So who are we going to raid? Not many people left on here. We got Zeratar. I don't know if I've ever raided Zeratar before. It's been a while since I raided Code Rushed. Oh, no, it hasn't. It was recent, I think. Let's go Zeratar. Assuming he speaks English. Hey, Surly Dev. What's going on? A link? Twitch metrics. Oh, cool. He does? He's cool. All right, well, we're going to raid Zeratar on TBD Gamer's suggestion. All right. Looking for a live coding streamer, check out belly.io/programming. Surly Dev, you're joining kind of late. Shows how long they have been up. Well, what I'm trying to do is raid a team member, but this is pretty cool too. I'll have to check this out. We're going to raid Zeratar, kick off the raid there. When you go over there, I'll give you something to paste. Bada bing, bada boom. It's a raid. Go ahead and copy paste that if you are a subscriber. Or if you're not, you can use an emoji of your choice. But anyway, I will see you over there on Zeratar for a little bit. And thank you for joining me today. I will be back on, you can come back and troll me on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Princess and the Wizard. Oh, don't even get me started on that. But I'll see you over there, everybody. So thank you for joining me.